Hi guys, I want to do an in-depth guide on how to use my Mega Lucario and Mega Charizard X team that got me to Master Ball Tier 3 in Ranked Pokemon Champion Singles. And so the first thing I want to go over is probably the most important thing with any team building guide, but it's how do you determine which three Pokemon you're going to bring to battle based on looking at team preview. And so what I ask myself two questions every time, and it's am I going to use Mega Charizard or Mega Lucario? And question number two, am I going to lead Mamoswine? And then I go for there, but that's my thought process. But before we get further into that, I just encourage you to pause the video now, look at the moves, look at the stats, and then come back. And when you're done with that, now let's get on to it. So one cool thing about Charizard and Lucario that makes this team a lot of fun to use is that they're both like fun, flashy setup sweepers that hit on the opposite side of the spectrum that the opponent expects. So a lot of people think Lucario is going to be physical when in fact it's special. Its special attack is actually 140, so only 5 points below its physical. And I remember on Smog in OU a long time ago, like special Lucario was probably better than physical Lucario when it got banned. That was in part what inspired this set. And this flip side with Charizard too, a lot of people think it's going to be Charizard Y because that's more common. And so when it's Charizard X, it's attacking physical, not special. So that throws people off. It's just something to keep in mind. But how I debate about which one to use. In general, one of them has a good matchup versus most teams. So I think it's good to always bring one and definitely not maybe there are like some exceptions, but in general, I always try and bring one. But Charizard is often very good on paper, but kind of loses in the trenches with like the chip. Like you got your Flare Blitz chip, you have Stealth Rock weakness, just like priority can wear it down. So if I see something like Lopunny, Mega Kangaskhan, you got those like fake outs. I lean more towards Lucario because I have that like priority vacuum wave for those mons, and like Lucario's not as bothered by much by like Stealth Rock and like priority chip as Charizard is. In general, too, if I see a lot of like frail offensive mons that are weak to fighting, like Muscarda, Greninja, Kingambit, Hydreigon, in addition to like Lopunny and Kangaskhan, that also like favors Lucario and is another reason why I chose to use Special Lucario, so I could use a priority physical move, which I think is just pretty good in this metagame. But if I see like a fatter team with like Clefable, Corviknight, or Caesar, something that like Charizard can like switch into those things, it can roost, it can set up, it can scare him out. So Charizard gives me like more value in those matchups. And don't be afraid to roost too. Sometimes if the opponent thinks that they can like Moonblast you with Clefable to like chip you down to revenge you, and then you start setting up, and all of a sudden you roost, then it kind of just ends the game right there. So that's why I like using Roost, and it does kind of give you the freedom to like actually switch into things and use your like Fairy and Fighting Resist. Well, I don't often switch Lucario into things, maybe like Muscarda sometimes, but that's really about it. Just one more note, if I see something like Tyranitar, Hippowdon, Azumarill, I'm leaning more Lucario, but if I see like Toxapex, Suspected Charizard Y, Aegislash, or Basculegion, I'm going to lead more Charizard. But next up is whether I decide if I'm going to lead Mamoswine or not. And why I say this, because Mamoswine is a very good lead. Like, you got your Focus Sash, you're not going to get taunted because you have Oblivious, and then you have great stab coverage with Earthquake and Icicle Spear, in addition to your priority to really win those lead matchups. So, like, sometimes I put down Stealth Rock, and sometimes I don't even bother putting down Stealth Rock. I just use my, like, Sash, priority, and great stabs just to win the lead. Because if you win the lead matchup, and then you even if you don't like chip the next thing with Ice Shard, maybe you do, maybe you don't get Stealth Rock down, but you're getting good value in a 3v3, or you like trade Mamoswine for something else, and then all of a sudden I get the free switch in. And this team loves like that free switch in because I have so many setup sweepers that I can use to really punish someone. And so Mamoswine, because of its stab coverage, is really a good lead. Like, looking at a lot of teams, like, I'm not even exaggerating when I say most teams have at least 3 Pokemon weak to like ground and ice, oftentimes more. Like, even my team right now, like Lucario, Garchomp, Muscarda, and then Charizard X too, weak to all of those stabs. So you'd be surprised by like how great Mamoswine can be versus some teams leading. And so the times where I don't lead Mamoswine, basically if they have like a Magic Bounce Mon, like Espeon, I guess, Mega Sable, Mega Clefable, or more importantly, like a fake out mon that's like faster, like Sneasler, Lopunny, that can fake me out, then KO with close combat, I'm probably not going to leave Mamoswine in those matchups. I sometimes might still use Mamoswine if I see like those like anti-leads, if like the rest of their team is really weak to like ground and ice, if that like makes sense. But if not, I probably won't bring Mamoswine. And then the other caveat for Mamoswine is if they do have like a lot of walls on their team, like Corviknight, Rotom Wash, Rotom Heat, and like Gyarados kind of have good matchups into it. But like sometimes I still might bring it anyways. If I lead Mamoswine, put down Stealth Rock, he brings in Corviknight, all of a sudden I can switch out to Charizard, like scare it out, for example. Or like even Rotom H or Rotom W, sometimes like with my like Lumberry, Garchomp's not as afraid, Mega Charizard's not as afraid, and so those are something you need to consider. That like sometimes like the walls from Mamoswine work to your advantage, and sometimes they don't. So like think through like the first couple moves of the game, and if like they're gonna be bringing in Corviknight and Charizard looks good in that matchup, then leading Mamoswine and going Stealth Rock's a pretty good option. But if they have like Sneasler, if they have like an anti-lead like Sneasler, Lopunny, and like one of those walls, a lot of times I'm not even gonna bother with Mamoswine. But that's like the logic that I think through. So once we have those two questions answered, whether we're going to lead Mamoswine or not, and whether we're doing Charizard or Lucario, you're in pretty good shape. And the rest of the mons, I'm just going to kind of go in order about like what I think about whether I'm going to bring them to the matchup or not. Starting with the Muscarda, this one's pretty easy. Like if Muscarda outspeeds a lot of stuff, has like super effective coverage against them because we've got like ice, grass, and dark, then I'm probably gonna bring it. So not a huge thought process there. I will say this team is very weak to Basculegion, Dragapult, and Mega Gengar. And so if you see any of those, you're probably going to have to bring Muscarda so you can like revenge them. And you can switch into Basculegion too. But yeah, moving on now to Azumarill is an interesting one because it's really like the Lumon for my team. And in a lot of my videos that I've made, I'm like, if I don't know what Mon to bring, if I'm like debating on like a final Mon, a lot of time I just pick Azumarill because like Water Fairy is like such a great like defensive typing in this game. And it really allows Azumarill to win a lot of 1v1s, like live a hit, KO with Play Rough against like Dragapult, Garchomp, Greninja, Lopunny, like Dragonite, like mons that are like pretty scary, and especially like in the 3v3, like winning like a 1v1 is like super valuable, just especially for this team too. Of like I have a lot of speed, I have a lot of priority, I have a lot of setup sweepers. Like anyone in this team can really finish a game off. So just like winning those 1v1s and trading KOs gets this team pretty far, and Azumarill is very good at that. And at the same time too, it punishes like if someone gives me a free turn, I can use Belly Drum and like punish that. Like I'm not looking to like game plan around winning with Belly Drum Azumarill, but if someone's gonna give me the opportunity, like lock into like a choice dragon move or whatnot, like I will punish that, and that's why I like Belly Drum there. And then Encore is just kind of good in general with like random setup mons, or like late game if like I'm kind of in a weird position and I don't want to like let them like set up and sweep me with their final mon, I can just throw it in Encore and then just kind of be done with it. And even against like Iron Defense, like Corviknight, if it gets like going, can kind of be not a huge problem for my team, but like Azumarill like should lose to that, but all of a sudden I can just flip the matchup around in Encore. And if you didn't notice too, I've got a lot of speed on Azumarill. I'm running Adamant, but I'm running max speed. And that does help with the encores and getting like the play roughs on like Primarinas that like don't expect it and like so on. Finally, I have Garchomp, and I think Garchomp's just kind of great all around in this metagame. So there's not, I don't really have like a great like list of Pokemon like, oh, this is when you bring Garchomp, this is when you don't. Like the only one I really think of is like if I see a Volcarona, like I'm either gonna bring Garchomp or Charizard, but that's about it. So in general, kind of like Muscarda, common sense. If I'm getting a Scale Shot or getting a Sword Stance off, and my opponent's team is like really in a difficult spot after that, then I'm more likely to bring Garchomp. I'll note I've got the Lumberry, so I can gives myself like a little leeway, like trying to like set up on like a Hippowdon. Like I'm not worried if they like yawn me, and I can like break through that fat, or like a Mega Scovillain too, like Sword Dance into like Scale Shots, like break its subs. Knowing I have that like Lumberry in the back as well is nice. And then of course I'm running a Naive Nature to use Fire Blast to beat Iron Defense Corv. That's a really common answer to Garchomp, and being able to take that out with Fire Blast has been super helpful for me. And it like might even like allow something like Mamoswine and Muscarda or like Azumarill like open up the game for them too with Corv out. So that's another thought. But kind of the conclusion here is I find this team really fun to use. I think Lucario and Charizard X are really cool. I have 4 setup mons. Everybody's got priority or like ways to boost their speed, like Scale Shot, Dragon Dance, Choice Scarf. So a lot of the strategy is kind of just trading KOs to position myself to win. And I think this is kind of what separates me when I was playing as an ultra rank player versus like a master rank player. I'm not just like blindly just trying to like set up and win. I'm kind of just trading KOs, and when the opportunity presents itself to set up, then I set up. And my last piece of advice is to always consider like focus sashes and who their choice scarfer might be, because like who their scarfer might be like informs whether like Dragon Dance and Scale Shot are worth it for Charizard and Garchomp, or whether it's time to like set up, or if I need to like use Mamoswine and put down like Stealth Rock to break the sash, and like so on. So like always be like thinking about like those two items specifically. But now I'm gonna get into a game, see if I can apply my own advice. Watch me say like totally different things now after going through all of that. Alright, so we've got, this looks like a Charizard game to me, because Toxapex is tough for Lucario to break through. And we've got Clefable and Corviknight, so I'm probably not leading Charizard, but we've got Charizard. Mamoswine's good. Problem could be like a Magic Bounce. Like a Magic Bounce Clefable, but then it would be like weak to Icicle Crash. And I'm always really afraid of like Espathras too. They scare me. What is my yeah, how do I want to play this? And so Garchomp looks good too if like he can break down Corviknight from Mamoswine, like I was saying. Azumarill not great in this game because of Toxapex. Same with Lucario, so that makes it easy. Whether it's just really whether I want to, do I want to bring Mamoswine or not? I think I do. I'm really worried about Espathra because it kind of like cheeses me, so I don't want to like lose to lead Espathra. I think I can just like keep Earthquaking it. I think I can spam Earthquake with Mamoswine, and if he switches to Corv, I can like take a Stealth Rock and like switch out. I don't think Muscarda is that helpful. I don't think Azumarill is helpful if he doesn't bring Toxapex though. So I think this is going to be Mamoswine, Garchomp, and Charizard. And I'm just going to hope, if he leads Clefable, I'm going Icicle Spear because I'm not letting the Magic Bounce get me when I'm playing Charizard. But if I was playing Lucario, I might like risk it and go Stealth Rock. If he leads Espathra, like this thing always goons me. I don't know. I think Earthquaking it with Mamoswine is going to be okay. 1986. That's the highest rating I've seen. He's going Scoville. Okay, we've got Garchomp for this too. Do I want to put down Stealth Rock? So this thing can be annoying, but like I can Swords Dance and like Scale Shot it, and I've got my Lumberry, so Garchomp is a good answer here. So I'm gonna take the time to Stealth Rock while I have the turn, and I'm not gonna attack him at all because it'll burn my Mamoswine. But I don't know, this guy might be using a different set than what I've seen because his rating is so high. Oh, Charizard's not bad into this either because I can't be burned. These things like Leech Seed and like Substitute usually. Is he going to do something different? Yeah, he's Giga Draining. Okay, good for him. Now my question is, do I want to go Charizard? Because Charizard is also good here. And Garchomp's going to scare the living daylight out of him with my Fire Blast and my Lumberry. But I've got Roost on Charizard. I think Charizard gives him more trouble. Even if he like Leech Seeds me, yeah, I just think he doesn't really touch Charizard. Like this thing just doesn't touch Charizard. I gotta just like not overthink it. Like just Dragon Dance and whack him. Dude, I would love to see like a sub or something here. I think he's gonna switch out though. Like I think he knows this is a bad matchup. I think he's switching to Tyranitar. And so I'm almost debating whether I want to double back from Mamoswine, or do I want to just chip Tyranitar? I think I can just chip Tyranitar. I think that's okay. And now I'm going to go, if he goes Tyranitar, that's fine. I'm going to take my shot at Dragon Dance and really try and win this here. I think that's better. If he goes to Tyranitar, I'm not that scared of it. Like that's the call, that's the play for him. Dude, you're really going to protect here and just see what I am? Because Tyranitar is the good into X and Y, I feel like. I feel like that was the play. Oh, so he just doesn't, yeah, what am I saying? He probably just doesn't have Tyranitar. Yeah, I had a brain fart for a second. I was thinking he had every Mon there. Okay, so he doesn't have Tyranitar. Or he's an idiot. Um, I'm not gonna overthink this now. I'm just gonna attack him. Right? Or no, I kinda wanna do it again. I have Stealth Wreck down. He can Leech Seed me. I'm not gonna let like a Spathra come in and like start protecting and like trying to like catch up to me in speed boost. I'm actually gonna Dragon Dance again. Even if he Leech Seeds me, it's okay. I think that's what he'll probably do. If he's not switching. Yeah. And like I've got Roost. So I think I'm just gonna keep Dragon Dancing and Roosting. So I'm just like not like he's not switching out and he can't touch me and he can't have Focus Sash. It's like why am I not gonna just Dragon Dance here? And I think I'll Roost next turn and it'll forfeit, honestly. Am I at 2 or 3 Dragon Dances? Like I know I don't need to overthink this. Protect, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, probably sub. I'm just gonna be extra safe and Roost. Like I don't think I could possibly lose from this position. Unless he could Leech Seed back to a Sash. Or like ding like this, like ding me like right here. If I went like Flare Blitz and he like dinged me with Recoil. If he like yeah, or if he like switched into something and Leech Seed healed to get his Sash back. But now if he's really smart, he'd like switch out of Corv to something to make me take Flare Blitz Recoil, but then if Corv comes in again, it's not touching me. Yeah, so that's what he's gonna do. Like try and stall me up. But the fact that I just have Roost, like that's why like what I was saying about Charizard too in my like team building guide, that a lot of just like random chip and like switches like this, like Leech Seed, he can wear me down. But like with Roost now, it's just not gonna happen. Even as annoying as Toxapex is. Like I'm not gonna give him he's not getting the chance to haze me. He doesn't have any fairies, so it's something like you can switch back to Corviknight if you want. But every time Corviknight comes in, I was gonna get a free turn. Yeah. Yeah, but like that game, like he had a fatter team. So like Charizard's better kind of for fat. Lucario's better for like offense. Oh, this is this is like some Trick Room or something. I haven't seen a team like this. This is interesting. It's definitely Trick Room. But a lot of times though, so Trick Room, makes me think kind of Lucario's priority might be useful for me, like Crabdominal. What am I like? Is that how you say Crabominal and like Crocodile are both weak to Vacuum Wave. I'm also just thinking like putting down like rocks too. Mammoth's trying to start. Looks good here. Like unless he like magic bounces Clefable, that'd be annoying. I don't know if Clefable has Trick Room or not. Right, this is a Trick Room team, I think. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It's a weird team. Does Clawitzer... Does it get a Mega? Does Crocodile get a Mega? I don't know. I think... he's leading Galar, setting Trick Room, and I'm gonna clock him with Earthquake first. Yeah, I'm liking Lucario. Don't want... I mean, Charizard's good into this too, though. Like, dude, I get a Dragon Dance to the Charizard's kind of over, but... when in doubt, go Azumarill. Charizard does look really good into this, though. But I mean, I've got Belly Drum Aqua Jet too. Looks good here. I don't think Charizard would have been the wrong call, but now I can also like be a little more aggressive. If he leads Cliff, I could be more aggressive with my Stealth Rock too. No, he leads Crebdominal. Okay. I think I'm just gonna put down Stealth Rock. I think this is just like a cheese team too. So like just breaking like a Sash. Like put down Stealth Rock, Ice Shard to break your Sash. Then I'll just come in with Lucario and like Flash Cannon. Pretty safe. Oh yeah, no Sash. This is his Mega. Okay. What's he gonna do? Just like Drain Punch me or Close Combat me? Does this thing get priority? I'm gonna look that up. Like, can I just Earthquake him here? What is it? Crab Dominable? I think I can Earthquake him. I don't think he gets priority. I don't think he has Ice Shard. Alright, I like this start. Get rocks down, get my chip on this thing with Earthquake, get my free switch with Lucario. Oh, he does a priority. Okay, I forgot Match Punch. Whatever. Like, I would have just Ice Sharded him, not a huge deal. Wasn't gonna do that much. Oh, but he's gonna Match Punch. Oh my god. Do I Nasty Plot here? Because if he does Mach Punch me, oh my god, I should have Belly Drummed with Azumarill on this. Jesus Christ. Alright. That was bad. He has Mach Punch. Mach Punch. I'm just gonna play it safe. I'm not gonna like overthink this and be like, oh, I'm gonna Nasty Plot at him and predict the Mach Punch, then like Vacuum Wave him. Like that's how I lose. Like I think I'm still in a reasonable spot here. Yeah, he's definitely doing that to me though. Yeah, not Belly Drumming. Like he might have clocked me like with a Thunder Punch though. Yeah, the real play probably would have been just to play rough with Azumarill, see if he has Thunder Punch's coverage. Honestly, he probably does. And then I would have Aqua Jetted him. But Lucario would be higher in health versus Azumarill, but it might work out for me. Oh man, I wish I still had Steel Beam. Steel Beam would be crazy right now. But we're going to settle for Flash Cannon. Yeah, he's got me. I think he might have just won no matter what I did. Unless I Belly Drummed Azumarill and lived like the Thunder Punch. Now he does have Trick Room. He probably has Sludge Wave. I don't know why you wouldn't, but my only real chance of winning is to Belly Drums. That's what I'm doing. Don't poison me. Well, am I gonna come back from this? I really thought that. Wow. I'm not expecting to win this. Who's his last? Not like it was going to change anything I did, but I'm just curious now. Oh, it's so nice that you just can't Terra Water me. It feels so good every time that he can't just Terra Water. Oh, it's still Trick Room. But he at could have I Encored? No, there's no. Yeah, just to stall out the Trick Room. So if it's like Claw, wait, he probably doesn't have that thing last, that Water Clawitzer, because it's not his Mega, I don't think. I think I'm gonna take the win here. I don't think Claw is coming out. Oh, of course. Okay, never mind. I spoke too soon. Of course it is. This thing's probably right. Like I'm not gonna outspeed it right now under Trick Room. Let's see. What's its speed? Its speed's 59. I'm surely. I don't think I can kill with Aqua Jet though. Maybe I can. I don't know. Too late to calculate now. Actually, I might be able to calculate still. Nah. Alright, we need a crit, I think. I was considering the play rough. Oh, man. Oh, that was a good game. That was an odd team, but he got me. I think he read my Mamoswine lead, too. $19.11. Alright, he's probably leading Cleaver and putting down Stealth Rock. So this is going to be a Lucario game. Lucario looks good into this team, too. And if I put down Stealth Rock, like Charizard's tough for Lucario, but if I put it down, then his Charizard's in trouble. He's probably going Mega Flood, though, because this just looks way better into my team, like just spamming fairies. How do I feel about Scale Shot Garchomp, though? It kind of looks like it's going to be good here. If I get the Scale Shot off, he looks like he's in trouble. So lead Mamoswine. I can afford to risk the Espeon switch in because I'm running Lucario, not Charizard. I don't like Muscarda. Yeah, do I not like Muscarda? Is that true? Yeah, I don't like Muscarda. These guys are tough. That's a tough one. That was tough between Chomp and Azumarill, but what, like, again, if I'm not sure, I'd probably just lead Azumarill. And so this thing, I believe it is faster than Mamoswine. It doesn't really change too much, though, because I'm going for Stealth Rock turn 1. I'm assuming he didn't bring his Charizard either, I think. Now, these higher rated battles, like, people are beating my lead Mamoswine now. Like, this is a better lead than it too. Yeah, Cleaver's base 85, so damn it. Yeah, it's base 85 speed. Well, I'm gonna break its sash at least. Mamoswine's base 80. But this thing's not really touching, like, Lucario's just gonna set it for free now, right? But, or am I gonna use Azumarill? I'm not gonna make this mistake like I did last time. Like, Lucario sets up. Lucario sets up and he's in a lot of trouble. Like, he's in a lot of trouble now. Like, this might be... I'm curious what he's doing. This might be GG. Like, is this just supposed to be a sack or what? Like, see, I assume most people think I'm, like, physical close combat. So bringing in Googe right here. I know this is, like, got good special defense too. But, like, no way it doesn't fall to, like... +2 adaptability, super effective Aura Sphere. Yeah. I don't think he's got anything. I think he's just forfeiting here. Looks he's got like Scarf Charizard. Back to Cleaver. Dude, why are you even bothering? Oh my god, I just had to click Vacuum Wave. Why am I so dumb? Why? Like, I just had to... I could have just clicked Vacuum Wave. Jesus Christ. It didn't even occur to me that could be a Scarf. Was that close combat he hit me with? Oh my god, I just threw, like... Vacuum Wave would have smacked that. I didn't even need to, like... Jesus Christ. It's okay, though. I think that was close combat. I wasn't watching closely because I was so shocked he went first. But if I belly drum... If his last is Hydreigon and I belly drum, I might kind of lose. I don't know. If it's Espeon... I don't think it's Espeon. I think it's... Has he Mega'd yet? I think it's Floette, so I think I want to belly drum. I think he probably brought a Mega. And if it's Charizard, it doesn't matter. I think his last is probably the Mega. Oh my god, I can't believe I threw that. I'm so upset. Dude, I just need to click Vacuum Wave. Please be Floette and not Hydreigon. Because it really came down to me predicting. Now, if I Aqua Jetted him first, he was Hydreigon, then I win. But I'm thinking he brought a Mega. Yeah. Thank God. Because I think most people do what I do and they bring a Mega most games. Dude, if this thing has priority now, I'm gonna break. I'm done. If this just hits me with like some random priority, I'm breaking my Switch. Or like some random ability. I don't know. Are you fucking kidding me? You had 1 HP. Why? He really survived with 1 HP. How fucking bulky is that thing? It's so fucking small. Dude, are you kidding? With 1 HP. Dude, I'm fucking adamant huge power. And you have 1 HP.